Hello, my name is Chris if you didn't already know, and welcome to my show, SmegChris Review. Before I get onto a movie review, I want to talk about I was about to say a new advert, but it's been out about 6 weeks now. It's that AA advert where the Red Dwarf crew break down in Starbug. Because I'm a massive fan of Red Dwarf, I felt that I needed to talk about it. Even though it's only 1 minute long, it was great to see the crew back together again. I don't know, it wasn't that long since the last series, but any chance of getting them all together, I just find is fantastic. And despite it only being a minute, there are quite a few laughs in there. Now normally I don't like adverts, but this one I really like. The first time I saw it was on a YouTube video because I saw it come up in the news. Straight away I'm like, I've got to watch. Yep, not my hand, I didn't use my hand, I had my phone in my hand, okay? And I did manage to catch it on TV at one point, because normally I skip through adverts, and as I was doing that it came up, and I've got to rewind, I need to rewatch it. And now I'm going on way too long about this. Hey, I can't help myself. Like I said, I love Red Dwarf. That's why my channel name is SmegChris. Let's move on to a movie review. And for this episode I'm reviewing Toy Story 4. And just so you know, there may be spoilers. I don't actually know because all I've got are bullet points. And I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. So you've got fair warning. The film starts off by showing us what happened to Bo Peep because sadly she was missing from Toy Story 3. 9 years pass by and then we find out that the toys have been moved on to another character called Bonnie. She then creates her own toy out of a spoke called Forky, and just like the previous movies this toy gets lost, so Woody has to go to the rescue. Again. So basically the story isn't that much more outstanding or different from the previous ones. However, in this one they're not trying to get back home, they're trying to get back to the family's RV, which makes for a nice change. Now here's the problem, the last one, Toy Story 3, had so much emotion, so much going on, it was absolutely fantastic that it's a hard act to follow. So I feel like they didn't even try. You see, my thoughts on this one is that it's the weakest of the series. Because at one point the film had been running for well over half an hour and I thought, I've not laughed once, and I felt a little let down by that. But eventually something funny did happen, and after that the laughs just kept coming. My biggest belly laugh was when a man looked inside a fallen pram. That was classic. Apart from those few bad points, this film is still fantastic. The animation looks so real that I thought they'd actually cheated by using real rain and props. It looks so good, I loved it. Pixar animation has come a long way. If you remember, I've mentioned before that when I've watched their films from years ago that my eyes started feeling a little strained and I was finding it hard to concentrate. Nowadays it's crystal clear, my eyes don't strain, it's beautiful. But let's talk about the characters. All the favourite ones return. Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, Joan Cusack as Jessie, and the wonderful return of the always superb Annie Potts as Bo Peep. Plus all the regulars, including Don Rickles, who played Mr. Potato Head. Unfortunately they had to use archive recordings for him because he sadly passed away prior to making this film. And of course there are some brilliant new characters. Tony Hale plays Forky, Christina Hendricks as Gabby Gabby, Ali Mackie as Giggle McDimples, but my absolute favourite was Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom. I have to say that the villain of the film was actually likeable, but her sidekicks, they provided some creepiness. And a lot of humour. There are some twists in the story, which are spoilers. Like I say, I might spoil some of it, so if you don't want to hear this, you can either skip or just turn off. The one involving Gabby Gabby was a nice change, going from villain to friend. However, the decision that Woody makes to leave with Bo Peep at the end, I saw that coming from the beginning, but it gives the series a sense of finality. Sadly, it really looks like this is the last one. Despite my thoughts of it not being as good as the first three, it's still a great addition. I mean, the animation is the best it's ever been. I give Toy Story 4 but if it was all about the animation I'd give it 10 out of 10. And that's it, that's my review of Toy Story 4. All that's left for me to say now is thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. Now I know some of you are thinking, Chris, this film's been out a long time already. Why is it taking you so long to watch it and review it? Well, actually, I believe it was about 5 weeks ago when I watched this film. And then I got a bit lazy. I could have filmed this video 3-4 weeks ago. But in my defence, I have been quite busy. I've been doing a lot of 12-hour shifts. And some of you may know what that's like. You know, you finish doing 12 hours, you come home and all you want to do is just sit down and do nothing. And that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.